Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Sanchez.
And I'm Eric Connor. So glad you're with us here. Activists are calling for a ban on a controversial chokehold sometimes used by San Diego police.
A local coalition calls the restraint dangerous and abusive. Today, they're delivering a petition to the mayor's office before the community gets a chance to speak out at a city council meeting. CBS 8 News' Amanda Shotsky is live to explain. Amanda. New this morning, a driver smashes into a barrier on the Coronado Bridge. This happened just after 1:30 in the eastbound lanes. We're told the driver hit the barrier head on, and despite the massive damage to his BMW, only suffered minor injuries. He was said to be combative with emergency crews. No word on whether or not he will face any charges. A two-car crash involving a patrol car sends an officer to the hospital. It happened last night in the 3900 block of El Cajon Boulevard. Officials say he was clearing an intersection for a pursuit moving towards the area. That's when another vehicle hit his patrol car, causing it to spin and smash into a light pole. No word on his injuries or condition. The driver who hit the officer stayed at the scene and is cooperating with investigators.
Meanwhile, in Northern California, wildfires claiming more lives while ripping through communities.
And the biggest right now is the Carr fire just north of Sacramento. The death toll has climbed to 6 as thousands of people flee their communities. Laura Podesta has the latest on the destruction.
A week after the Carr fire began raging out of control in Northern California, the flames have finally slowed.
We are starting to gain some ground.
Local crews are working around the clock to put out 2 brush fires burning in the North County. The rock fire broke out Saturday in Fallbrook and forced about 100 families out of their homes. This morning, it's been updated to 70% contained, and all evacuation orders have been lifted. Crews also have a good handle on the Pasquale fire in Ramona, now up to 95% containment. Yesterday, they went up to the hillside to put out some hot spots.
The terrain is what it is. You know, we live in San Diego County. This isn't the Midwest. We've got hills, we've got canyons. They certainly are a feature of the environment around here in this county and across the state, and they pose a certain challenge to us on vegetation fires, but it is something that we are able to overcome.
And all road closures along Highway 78 have been lifted, but there are still a number of closures in the Fallbrook area. For more information, just go to our website, cbs8.com, and click on the Hot button. A resolution on housing for the homeless will go before a city council committee today. It calls for permanent supportive housing in all city districts. Reviews of youth homelessness services and state grant funding will also be discussed. Earlier this month, the full council approved a loan for an affordable housing complex for seniors in San Ysidro. Well, dozens of San Diegans in crazy costumes had a blast auditioning while trying to make a deal.
I need to go out there and win some big money on Let's Make a Deal so we can go party. We're old, but we can still party.
And she was a fun one. She was right in the front row there. The CBS game show Let's Make a Deal held a contestant search at Sycuan Casino. I was there with Ashley Jacobs handing out some prizes and keeping the fun going. Applicants recorded a 30-second clip explaining why they want to be a contestant on the show. 2 winners will be chosen and brought to a taping in Los Angeles where the grand prize winner will appear as a contestant right there on the show with Wayne Brady. How fun for them.
Sounds fun, and I love how, that woman was there. She's not too old. You're never too old for anything like that.
Some of them have been watching. They could recite who the first hosts were on Let's Make a Deal, back Monty Hall back in the day.
Wow,
so
that's great.
We had a lot of trivia and a lot of fun out there, and
yeah.
Some of the costumes were pretty impressive.
Wow, yeah. And you wanted to audition too, right?
Yeah, after seeing the fun they were having, I'm like, I can just step out of the host suit here and,
sure.
and jump right into the fun. But it was a good time.
Yeah, well, good job.
Yeah, well, they're going to be selected too, be notified soon, and then they're going to be on the show. What a fun day for them.
I know, and how exciting.
Bring the family, get on the show, let everyone know you're going to win some money. Maybe they'll win a car.
Yeah, and just the audition, even if they don't win, that was fun too, I bet.
Exactly, the experience for sure. Hey, coming up, a shocking report here, how the TSA has been quietly tracking Americans who aren't accused of doing anything wrong.
And as big crowds pack our local beaches, lifeguards want beachgoers to watch out for one thing before getting into the water. Plus, how a local man is using his passion for dogs to help wounded warriors.